Hey, 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 it is an unstoppable day. It is another episode of the 21 Days of Gratitude, a special series on unstoppable thoughts with Coach Terrence. That would be me, your coach, your accountability coach, Terrence, the unstoppable coach with unstoppable coaching services, where our goal is to help you focus more on what you're able to do and less on what's stopping you. During this series, we're going 21 days straight, 21 straight days talking about nothing but gratitude because we want to get you in the atmosphere this holiday season of being thankful for what you have, focusing on the good things that are happening in your life, or focusing on the things that you may be taking for granted. And as we know, that as we've gone through these last couple of years, we've had the opportunity to stop, to reflect, and to really focus on those things that we still have, despite the things that have been taken away from us or the things that we have yet been able to obtain. So that's what this whole focus is, to get you to focus on being grateful, get you to focus on being thankful, and to get you to have an attitude of gratitude as we go into this holiday season. It's day six, y'all. Day six already of the 21 days of gratitude. And we've got a special guest that is going to be talking about her gratitude story today. She coins herself Ms. Unstoppable. So, with a name like Ms. Unstoppable, she's got to be on Unstoppable Thoughts. She's doing big things in the country of Canada. She is an author, she is a philanthropist, she gives back to the needy, all just in honor of her son. And she's going to tell you a little bit why her son is so important to her and what makes her grateful. And she's simply grateful for being alive. Let's welcome to the stage, all the way from Canada, Ms. Unstoppable, Cemone Rowe. Hey, Cemone.
Hi, how are you doing?
Oh, it's an unstoppable day now that I got Ms. Unstoppable in the house. How are you doing?
I am feeling unstoppable.
Oh, and I can see it all in the glow in your face. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of time here on the 21 days of gratitude. And you got a phenomenal story, a phenomenal reason to be grateful. So I'm not going to hold you up. I'm going to ask you to give us three things real quickly. I'm going to ask you to tell us who you are for the people who may not know you, what you do, and then most importantly, why are you grateful for being alive?
Thank you so much. So, my name is Cemone Rowe. I was originally born in Jamaica, but now I live in Canada. I am a mother of three. One of them, unfortunately, is now in heaven. And as I go through, I'm just going to allow you to understand why I am so grateful to be here today. Um, I am also an author. I am a humanitarian. I am also, uh, I wear many hats. I'm also a minister as well, right? I'm the CEO of the Unstoppable Movement, which is designed to, shape the minds of individuals in a positive impact. Like I try to get people out of the stage of depression and being stuck and get them into that unstoppable mindset, meaning that, there's nothing that you can't do. Today, I am so grateful to be alive because in 2019, I almost lost my life. That was during the time that I was carrying my son Gabriel. And during that time period, I saw my life flash before my eyes. I was suffering from severe depression because of the condition that I was in. I was told that my son was not going to survive. I did not have support of my of family. I did not have support of friends. It was like I was going through this journey by myself. And being alive today, it allows me or it gives me a second chance to live out my purpose. And I strongly believe that the journey of my son, losing my son, is what paved the way for me. Right. So I am grateful that my son came into my life, as much as the fact that he was never born alive. During the time of me being pregnant with him, he taught me so much things. And during the time that I lost him, I had to bury him. He taught me the importance of cherishing every moment. So today I am here and I'm telling every single person, like, I am so grateful that God has given me a second chance to do what he has called me to do, which is impact lives. That is one of my greatest mission in life, which is one of the reason why I take a lot of time out of my personal time and I do my good deed charity both in Canada and also in Jamaica. And I'm also planning to extend to Africa very soon, right? So,
That
and
is amazing. I love this. I love this story. Not to cut you off. We're definitely going to let you continue your story. But you said some powerful things in there. You're grateful for being alive because even though your son didn't make it, you're still here. We are sorry for your loss, but the one thing Cemone, and the one thing I've known from doing what I do over the past years is that out of tragedy comes triumph. Out of tragedy
definitely, definitely, I can
comes
attest to that.
purpose. Yes. So you tell us how God used you, worked with you, molded you so that you could stop looking at it as something tragic and start looking at it as something purposeful.
I believe my life changing moment begins the day that I fell down on my knees and I cried out to God, because I was at a point where I felt like my life was about, my breath was about to leave my body. I felt, I don't know if anyone here has ever, been in a situation where you felt as if that was your last um breath that's in you. I was
Yeah.
at that moment, right? So at that point, I had to cry out to God. I had to rely on the only source that I knew that could have kept me. I knew my family could not have done it. I know that people around me couldn't have done it. The only person that was able to do that was Jesus. So within that time, I was able to get a divine intervention, right? I got my divine encounter at that moment. I've never felt nothing like that before in my entire life until that moment. And that's when I knew that not only was I going to be alive, but I was now going to be transformed into a whole different person, right? At that moment, I knew that God did not just keep me for just being here, but He kept me so that I could be of help to others. Now, my story will bring Him the glory. And now, whatever it is that I've been through, now I can help others to go through that. I told you, depression is real. I've
Yes.
lived it.
Yes.
I
Yes.
went through that. So I know that it's real, but I also know that you can get through it because I did. I got through that. And I didn't do
And
it alone. This is why, go ahead.
no, no, finish that thought right there, and then I'll jump
This
in. You
is
did good.
why I am so thankful for the people that God brought into my life during that moment. It was during that moment that God brought some people in my life that actually also changed my life as well. So within your darkest moment, just know that God can shine that brightest light. Just know that at the end of that tunnel, there is light at the end of the tunnel, because I found it. I found that, and I'm just grateful. Right now, I call them my chosen family. Why? Because it was during that time God chose those people for me. I did not go and choose them, but He made the decision and brought those people in my life. And when I tell you that when God brings people in your life, I'm telling you, that is something that you will really cherish, because you will see a difference between what you would have chosen and what God chose for you.
Absolutely. I love it. You guys, we are talking to Ms. Unstoppable, Cemone Rowe, all the way from Canada. She's talking about her gratitude story. She is grateful for being alive. Is there anyone out there that can understand and agree with the attitude of gratitude for being alive? If you're watching the replay, if you're watching us live and you can agree with that, just go ahead and put a one in the comments, letting us know that you agree with what Cemone is saying. Now, Cemone, I want to touch on what you just said, because you said at your darkest moment, God sent you people, and God uses other people to help people. And those people became part of your tribe. And your tribe is called the Unstoppable Tribe. So tell us how the word unstoppable was given to you by those people that God sent into your life, and now how you've turned it into a brand that you're actually wearing right now.
Awesome. I believe people label me Miss Unstoppable basically because of the fact that no matter what comes my way, I never give up. No matter what I go through, I am still finding a way to keep on going. If I fall down 7 times, they know that I'm going to get up. They know that I am not going to stop. When you think of the things that I've encountered in my life, rape, abuse, domestic violence, um, homelessness. Even last year, I was homeless 6 times with my kids. But despite the fact that I was homeless, it never stopped me from going. It never stopped me from believing. It never stopped me from achieving. And can I tell you something?
Tell
When
me.
I started this movement, when I started the Unstoppable movement, I was at a very dark place. And I was asking God, I pray about it, and I said, God, I want something that I can use to help people to get out of places where I have been. You know, there were times when I needed someone to just, motivate me or encourage me, but at that point, I didn't have it. So now I want to use what I have to help others. This movement is designed to help people mentally and emotionally to get out of the mindset of being negative. You know, Terence, you are one of my greatest inspiration.
Well, thank you.
And I have never told you this before, but many times I would just be watching you. I will remember certain things that you have taught me. And I said to myself, wow, a lot of times we think about the things that we can't do rather than the things that we can do.
Yeah.
And that's
Yes.
something that you always been saying. And that's something that I always resonate with and keep going with. Remember, I told you before I came on, I said I have a surprise, right?
Okay.
So my last gratitude, I'm not gonna leave out my children. I'm grateful for my children. I'm grateful for my chosen family. I'm grateful for just being alive. But I'm also grateful for this man right here. You know why? At
Why?
the point where I was writing my second book, I was stuck. I did not know how to go about it. But guess what? I pray about it and God connected me with this person. And it so happened that Miss Unstoppable got connected with Mr. Unstoppable. What is the odd, right?
There's no such thing as coincidence. That was
No
a
such
God
thing as
ordained
coincidence.
meeting. Well, I am so grateful for you that you think of me in such high regard. So thank you for that. But I'm also thankful and grateful that despite everything that you were going through, You didn't choose to wallow in that pain and that misery. You chose to not let it stop you. You chose to focus on the things that you were still able to do. And one of the things that we are all able to do, it, for the most part, is we're able to ask for help.
For help. Yes.
We weren't designed to do it by ourselves. Every time you
Amen.
hear somebody say they are self-made this or self-made that, I cringe at that term, because nobody does anything of consequence by themselves. There's somebody else that's been in the mix. There's someone else that has been in front of the scenes or
Are
behind the scenes
behind the
to help
scene.
that self-made somebody become who they are at that time. And many
Can I
times
add
people,
one more thing real quick?
sure. Go ahead.
I don't want to take up too much time, but as I said, guys, I am so grateful for this man right here. Why? Because he has been the reason why this book is here right now.
The
And it's
power of
out
hope.
there, the power of hope, impacting so many lives. When I was at a point where I did not know what direction to take, I pray about it and God connected me with him. And the wisdom, the knowledge, his patience, the love for what he does. That is the reason why this book is actually here. I'm not going to take credit for myself because I know that a lot of it comes from you. So today, I want to show gratitude to you for what you do and for who you are. Because a lot of times we don't, the persons who, are the ones that come in to save the day, we don't get the gratitude and the appreciation for that. And all of us deserve to be celebrated. So today I celebrate you. I show you gratitude and appreciation because you came in at the point of time that I needed, not wanted, but needed the help. And you were so patient, you were so understanding. The love that you have within you, that you share with others. I want people to actually, you know um get connected to that. Like, it's something that is contagious, right? So today, Terrence, Mr. Unstoppable, I'm taking this final moment of my my time with you, and I'm saying I am grateful for you. I am thankful for who you are and what you do. And for anyone out there, if you're looking for a really good coach to help you write your book, to help you, with your mindset and stuff like that, link with Terrence. I'm telling you, he is number one in what he's doing. I guarantee you that you will not regret it. Okay?
Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm humbled by that. I'm glad that we could be of service to you. I'm glad that we could be the conduit to help you complete your mission. It didn't start with me, it started with you. It
Amen
started
to
with
that.
you and having the power of hope. Many times we get stuck in how we're going to make something happen when we should just be focusing on why we want to make it happen. You knew you wanted to make this book happen because your why was giving people the power of hope, just
Yes.
like you've used the power of hope in your life to get to where you are. So that was your why. And once you decided that you were going to start walking in your why, the how introduced you to me. And now put that book up again. You went from why to how to actualization. So now you got to tell them how they can get a copy of the book as well. We've already put up your social media links, but how can they get a copy of the book? And I ain't forgot, I ain't got my signed copy of the book yet either. Hint, hint, hint. So how can they get a copy of the book, Cemone?
So you can get it on Amazon. It's also available in Jamaica if you're in Jamaica. Also available here in Canada. I sell it directly, signed copies. So those are the three locations that you can actually get one of this book. And may I remind you, Hope, that is what keeps us going. That's what keeps us alive. Because it was the hope of knowing that when my son passed away, it was for a purpose. And because of what has happened to him, the journey that I go through with him, it is what has created me into who I am today. Believe it or not, the death of my son actually paved the way for my purpose today. It actually transitioned me into who I am today. Now I know what I am here for. Now I know why I am here. So sometimes when you're going through some dark moments, when you're going through that storm, when you're going through, the fire, just remember there is hope. Once there's life, there's hope. But not only that, whatever you are going through, it's for a reason. God has a greater purpose for
Yes.
everything that we encounter in this life. And I am a living testimony to that. It was through the death of my son I started this movement. You see the
Wow.
wings,
Step back
eagle.
a little bit so that they can see the full shirt if you can. There you
Okay.
go. The
So the
wings.
wings is an eagle. So we are telling ourselves that we are eagles. We are strong and we are powerful and we soar high. Not only that, but the unstoppable sisters is what define me right now because I am not just thinking about myself. I'm thinking about how I can impact life. The unstoppable sisters is basically a person who is selfless, a person who think about the another person need. Like, you look at other people and you're thinking of how you can be of help to them. You are supportive mentally, emotionally, physically, however it is that you can be supportive. That's what the unstoppable sister is.
Well, we love your unstoppable movement. We love the fact that you didn't wallow in the death of your son. You used it to create new life for yourself, new life and purpose for the people that you come in contact with. And we are also grateful that you are still alive as well, Cemone. Thank you so
Amen.
much for being here. Thank you for sharing your gratitude story here on the 21 Days of Gratitude. You guys, if you want to reach out to Cemone, you can reach out to her on her Facebook page. Simply look up her name, Cemone Rowe, or you can reach the Unstoppable Movement on IG. And you can get information on how you can get the book, which is also on Amazon. And she can also give you information on how you can purchase one of those unstoppable t-shirts that she is rocking so well today.
Thank
Cemone,
you.
thanks again for coming on the show, and you have an unstoppable day, okay?
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
You are welcome. Stick around for the after show, okay?
All right.
This has been Cemone Rowe, you guys, on the 21 Days of Gratitude here on Unstoppable Thoughts with Coach Terrence. Wasn't that a wonderful gratitude story? We take this thing, this breath we take, this opportunity to be alive in the world for granted. Many of us go through life thinking that we've got today, we've got tomorrow, we've got the next day, but you just don't know how soon that opportunity, that gift could be taken away from you. So, as Cemone is, I want you to think about being grateful for being alive to see this day, and then decide what are you going to do with this day? What purpose are you going to create from this day? What why are you going to achieve with this present gift that God has given to you? That's what we're talking about. 21 days of gratitude on Unstoppable Thoughts with Terrence. Hey guys, that's a wrap for right now. As always, we appreciate you reaching out to us. We appreciate you watching, whether you're watching us live, whether you're watching us on the replay. If you've got a gratitude story just like Cemone that you want to share during these 21 days of gratitude, it's scrolling across the screen at the bottom. Just shoot us an email at tleftridge@unstoppablecoaching.com. Tell us your gratitude story. And who knows, you could be the next guest on 21 Days of Gratitude, where we have an attitude of gratitude leading up to the holidays. Now, as I always say in parting, don't just make it a great day, go out and have an attitude of gratitude and make it an unstoppable day. Take care.